Best Mystery Movies: 10 Mind-Blowing Mysteries. There's nothing quite like a sitting down to a good mystery movie to get the blood pumping. Nothing beats a top mystery movie that has all the key ingredients of a nail-biting thriller, intense psychological suspense, an unexpected plot twist, and, of course, the perpetually flawed main character. Here we round up the top 10 best mystery movies for your viewing pleasure. 10. Get Out. Get Out follows the storyline of a young biracial couple played by Daniel Kaluuya and Allison Williams. African-American photographer Chris Kaluuya goes to his white girlfriend Rose's Williams' parents' house for the weekend, but after meeting their staff, he gets a sinister feeling something is wrong with Rose's family. Memorable moment, spoiler alert. The first moment Chris is hypnotized by Rose's mom and sinks into a disturbing slumber as a scene that will send shivers down your spine. 9. Shutter Island. U.S. Marshal Teddy, played by Leonardo Dicaprio, goes with his partner, Mark Ruffalo, to Ashecliffe Hospital, an insane asylum, to investigate the disappearance of one of the patients at the facility. During his time there, Teddy slowly begins to lose his grasp of reality as snippets of his fractured past begin to creep back into his world. Memorable moment, the scene where Teddy breaks into the restricted Ward C and is confronted by inpatients will have you on the edge of your seat. 8. The Others. Set in 1945, Grace Stewart, Nicole Kidman, is raising her two children, Anne Alakina Mann and Nicholas James Bentley, in a mansion they are convinced is haunted. She awaits her husband to return from World War II while she cares for Anne and Nicholas, who both suffer from photosensitivity. Memorable moment, when Grace comes across the creepy Book of the Dead, an album full of deceased people, truly terrifying. 7. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Based on the best-selling Swedish Millenium book series by Stieg Larsson, the storyline follows disgraced journalist Michael Blomkvist, Craig, who is hired by rich businessman Henrik Vanger to investigate the disappearance and suspected murder of his niece, Harriet. He teams up with social outcast computer hacker Lisbeth Salander, Mara, to solve the 40-year-old case. Memorable moment, warning, spoilers. When Blomkvist goes to confront Harriet's brother, Martin, and finds out he was responsible for the death of dozens of women, and it begins to dawn on him that his life is in danger too. 6. Memento. Guy Pearce plays Leonard, a man who suffers from short-term memory loss who is determined to find out who murdered his wife through tracking Polaroid photos and tattoos. Memorable moment, when we learn that Leonard is lying to himself and that some of the notes he leaves for himself are fake. What is real? 5. The Sixth Sense. Bruce Willis plays a broody psychologist who counsels a young boy, Haley Joel Osment, who claims he can talk to spirits. Memorable moment, who could go past Haley Joel Osment's iconic line, "I see dead people," which instantly became a pop culture reference. 4. The Silence of the Lambs. Jodie Foster plays Clarice Starling, an FBI cadet who must work alongside notorious cannibal killer Dr. Hannibal Lecter to capture serial killer Buffalo Bill. Memorable moment, in a scene that is unforgettable for all the wrong reasons, Lecter's fellow inmate flings his bodily fluid at Starling. 3. Gone Girl. Based on Gillian Flynn's best-selling novel, Nick Dunn's Ben Affleck life turns into a media circus after his wife, Amy Rosamund Pike, disappears. As police investigate the case, they realize their picture-perfect marriage was not all it was cracked up to be. Memorable moment, when Amy seduces her ex-boyfriend, Neil Patrick Harris, and her sexy moves soon turn deadly. Truly disturbing. 2. Zodiac. Cartoonist Robert Graysmith, Gyllenhaal, becomes obsessed with the Zodiac killer and teams up with inspectors Toshci and Armstrong to try and solve the cryptic clues left behind the suspect. The film is based on the killing spree that took place in San Francisco in the 60s-70s. The murderer was nicknamed the Zodiac Killer and remains unsolved to this day. Memorable moment, the opening scene where the Zodiac Killer opens fire on a young couple at Lover's Lane. It'll haunt your nightmares. 1. 7. Two detectives, played by Freeman and Pitt, pair up to solve the murders of a serial killer who punishes people for committing the 7 deadly sins. Memorable moment, so many traumatic visuals, but the gluttony death scene is one you won't be able to forget for a while. Please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.